Welcome back. The UN warns Yemen is facing the worst aid funding gap in a decade, with less than 28% of needed funds received. People are now at risk as life-saving programs shut down. This report has more details.
The United Nations is warning that Yemen is experiencing its worst humanitarian funding shortfall in a decade, even as needs across the country continue to rise. The UN says Yemen's humanitarian response plan has received just under 28% of the funds required, making it the least funded plan in the past 10 years. The UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reports that by the end of 2025, donors had provided about $688 million of the $2.48 billion needed. This leaves a gap of nearly $1.8 billion, putting life-saving assistance out of reach for millions of people. The UN notes that funding levels have steadily declined in recent years. While support reached nearly 87% in 2019, it dropped to about 41% in 2023 and has now fallen even further. This comes despite Yemen being ranked as the world's third largest humanitarian crisis. More than 80 million people face severe food insecurity, including tens of thousands at risk of famine. The funding shortage has forced UN agencies and aid organizations to shut down critical programs, cutting off essential services for vulnerable communities. The UN humanitarian coordinator in Yemen said years of conflict have caused enormous suffering, displacement, and preventable deaths. He called on the international community to help Yemenis break this cycle of crisis by investing in recovery and long-term development. Besides, he also urged the immediate and unconditional release of UN staff members still being detained, stressing they must not be forgotten.